So it's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I watched this TikTok yesterday, and it was about this girl who was talking about how, in terms of the law of attraction, if you want to manifest anything, you have to become what it is that you want. You have to own it, and once you become it, you own it, you act like it, everyone else around you is going to believe it, and then it just becomes your reality. So basically, she was saying that she's a musician or whatever, and she went to California, and I guess it was her first time in LA or whatever, and she just was like, oh, she didn't have anything to do, so she goes to a bar. So she goes to this bar, and she'd never been there before. She didn't know what to expect, but she just decided she wanted to go out somewhere. So she goes to the bar, and she sees there's a piano there, and I guess she plays piano. So she goes up to one of the waiters or somebody behind the bar, and she asks, like, yo, does anybody play the piano? And they tell her that, they used to hire people to play it and stuff like that, but I guess they haven't done it in a while. So she asks if she could use the piano. So she just goes over there, starts playing songs, starts singing and everything like that. She didn't expect anything of it. She just decided she was just going to play the piano. She was just in her element, doing her thing. She's a musician. She plays piano. She does this all the time. So she was just having fun. So she plays the piano. She stops. She gets off. And then she goes over to the bar. And then a guy comes up to her. And the guy says, yo, I will pay you to play some more songs. So she goes back on the piano. And she starts playing more songs. And she said, like, it was just crazy that she didn't expect anything of it. She didn't expect to gain anything from it. She just decided to play the piano. She's just doing what she does. She's owning who she is as an artist. Like the person behind the bar said, they usually pay people to play the piano. She happened to just play the piano for fun, and somebody decided to pay her almost as if she was booked to play the piano that day. It's crazy how the universe works when you become the person that it is that you want to be, when you own it, because everyone else around you then just falls in line and they agree with it. But see, it worked because it was authentic. It was her. Her subconscious believed that she was an artist. Her subconscious believed that she was a great piano player. Her subconscious was in a line with her reality, if that makes sense. You can't just think it. You have to believe it. It's like those people who will look in the mirror and say, I'm ugly. You can look in the mirror and like just try to say, oh, I'm beautiful as much as you want. But if you're just thinking you're beautiful, but you don't actually believe you're beautiful, you'll still be projecting what's deemed ugly to the rest of the world, because your subconscious believes you're ugly because for whatever reason you've grown this hatred for yourself. So, but when you actually find love for yourself, when you actually look in the mirror and you genuinely say, I love you, like you don't even have to force it. Sometimes it just comes out, you look at yourself, you smile, and you just say, I love you. It's genuine. It's because your subconscious actually believes that you are beautiful. You love yourself. It's the same thing when it comes with the self-fulfilling prophecy. Once your subconscious believes it, your reality believes it. Everyone else falls in line. It's the same thing if you're an artist and you go on stage and you perform. There's a lot of people that go on stage and they just kind of just rap their song and then they get off, but you have to sell it. As an artist, you have to understand you're a salesman. It's like I said, the self-fulfilling prophecy. If you go on stage and you're just boring, you're just standing still, you're not really doing anything, the crowd's going to do the exact same thing as you. You got to understand the crowd is like your mirror. But if you go on stage and you're jumping up and down, your hair's shaking everywhere, you're sweating, like you're exercising, like you're really giving it all, you're giving all the energy you can possibly, everyone's going to see that. And there's going to be people that are going to start jumping with you, people that are going to start yelling with you. Because how are they supposed to bump this song? How are they supposed to feel the song if you don't feel it? You hear what I'm saying? Once you feel it, your reality is going to feel it. Because whatever you feel, whatever you genuinely feel, whatever your subconscious feels, is going to be projected into the world. You have to own it. So I don't know, I believe it was like 2 videos ago, I told you guys I was going to perform. So I actually performed yesterday. And I'm featured on a song with my boy Xander. And so he was performing his songs, and I come in on the third song. So like at the end of the second song, I started going up to the stage, and I was like, I'm not gonna be on no regular shit. You know, like the DJ even asked me, he was like, yo, are you shy? I was like, nah. You know what I mean? Like whenever I go on stage, I just own it. I'm in my element. You know, like I'm a people person. I love to talk to people. Like it's usually very easy for me to connect with people. So like I have no problem talking. Even in my speech class, when I had to go up in front of the entire class and say like a whole speech, it was never a problem for me. Like I just feel like I'm at home when I'm in front of people. So it works. You know what I mean? Like I own it. You know, so like people believe that I'm meant to be up there. So I go on the stage and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna do a push-up first before we start the song. So I go on stage and, you know, I look like I'm about to do a push-up, but I don't do a push-up. I do a handstand push-up. People had already had the cameras out, they had the lights out and everything like that. You know, like the reaction was crazy. Like, I do the handstand push-up. Like I hear girls like screaming like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And then we start the music, we start playing it. You know, like I had already got the reaction. I'd already got the energy. They're already invested in me now. I had their attention. Now all we got to do is just rock out. Now all we got to do is just sing the song. You know, that's what we did. It's crazy because after I did my song, because I'm only just a hook on the song that I'm featured on. So I was just there for the hook for that one song and the third song. But then afterwards, he was like, yo, you can just stay on stage, whatever, you can just be my hype man. So I stay on for the fourth song. And we're just, you know, we're singing the song and everything like that. I mean, the hype man, I'm repeating what he's saying and stuff like that. And then there's this girl twerking, and one of the guys behind the DJ booth is like, yo, bring her on stage. So I'm like, all right, bet. So we bring her on stage because the song is like a booty shaking song. It's a club shaking, booty shaking song. You know what I mean? So I bring her on stage. I'm like, yo, come up here. So she starts just twerking on stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's lit now. Everybody's engaged. The crowd's engaged. Everybody, we're singing the song while this girl's twerking. She's dropping like, she's going crazy. It's ridiculous. And then like I remember like I was like, yo, she's lit. So I dab her up while she's twerking, but I guess she thought I was dabbing her up. I wasn't dabbing her up. I was grabbing her hand to turn her around because she turns around and then she just starts dancing on me. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? And then there's a song in the song, like, it's like, ooh, she nasty. So she's twerking on me. I'm like, ooh, she nasty. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're living the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's to the point where we literally owned the song. Now you believe the song. It's all here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have to sell you nothing because you see it for yourself. Damn, the camera died. But like I said, like you see it for yourself. You know, when everything aligns with the music, when you see the image, when you hear the song and everything lines up, and it's like everything you're saying in the song is being seen in real life. Now you believe it. Now you feel it. Now it's just a reality. You don't no longer have to sell it to anybody because it just is what it is. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once you believe it, you're going to project that into the world. And everyone else is going to believe it. Why do you think people who look in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, happen to be looked at as beautiful? It's because they project that into the world. They say, I am beautiful. So they project this aura into the world that projects that, oh, I'm confident, I am beautiful. People see the same thing. That's how it works. Self-fulfilling prophecy. If you want to manifest anything in your life, it's simply about owning it. Once you own it, once your subconscious believes it, it becomes a reality. Remember, link in the description. I just got a new one. This is a new version. You got to look at this. Look at this. Like, you can pull out your phone and scan that. It brings you automatically to checkout to get this shirt. It's amazing. And by the way, I also want to make sure, I want to do this like every day. So if you guys want to ask me a question, I want to try to like be able to like answer questions every single day. So ask me a question either in the comments, or if you want a better chance of getting it answered, ask me a question on IG and I will answer that question. I'm trying to do this every single day. Obviously, sometimes I'm not going to always have a topic to talk about. So if I have questions to answer, I can do that. And I can talk all day. So love you all. Link in the description.